Hey everybody, welcome to another video, and in this one we are going to be talking about a couple pieces of concept art on the ArtStation profile of a Ubisoft Montreal concept artist called John Bjorn, or however you pronounce that surname. Big Organer. But before we get into that, I just want to say that I found this through a video by Ubi Central, so I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. So now that all that stuff is out the way, on John Bjorn, or however you pronounce that surname's ArtStation profile, you see loads of concept artwork that he's put up. Among them are two pieces of artwork that definitely look like they are based on Assassin's Creed, and it looks like it's Assassin's Creed but in Japan in concept art. Now, of course, I think that if Ubisoft were doing an Assassin's Creed game in Japan, the concept art wouldn't have been released. But I could be wrong, they could be working on it right now, but it's more than likely a scrapped idea. Or maybe it could be something along the lines of Ubisoft weren't sure where to go with the next Assassin's Creed game, they came up with loads of locations, then they got in some concept artists to draft up some concept art of an assassin in a location that clearly gives away the historical setting that it's supposed to reflect, and then they thought when they saw the concept art, nah, let's go with something else. Or something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but that does sound like a logical way to do things to me. But at the same time, I'm not entirely sure why they'd come up with the concept art and then throw it away, especially when it's a historical setting that fans of the franchise have been asking for like mad. I think the two most popular, most wanted settings for Assassin's Creed to go to before Origins was announced was ancient Egypt and feudal Japan, so I don't know why they'd throw Japan away. So obviously that's a huge hole in my explanation. So maybe them throwing away this concept art and allowing it to be released onto somebody's ArtStation portfolio isn't necessarily saying that they're not going to do Japan, it's just that maybe they've got this concept art there, they're probably not going to use it when they come back to the idea, but for now it seems as if technology isn't quite up to speed with what they want to do or the thing that they have in mind for it, so what they're going to do is wait for a later date to get to work on this, and this concept art by then will probably be irrelevant anyway. That's probably not the case. These could have been accidentally leaked, but they've been up for 4 days, so I don't think that that's necessarily the case. They're intentionally there, and Ubisoft have allowed them to be there. So as far as the next Assassin's Creed game is concerned, at this point I don't think it's going to be set in Japan. This concept artwork doesn't say anything at all, it's just concept artwork that's been thrown away. The fact that Ubisoft has allowed it to go up on one of their concept artists' portfolios on ArtStation makes me think that maybe it's an idea that they might have scrapped or something like that, or maybe it was just a test to see what the concept artists could come up with and they weren't too satisfied with it, or something like that. We don't know. My biggest concern, stemming from the fact that concept art for a completely different historical location is coming up, is that they might not be considering doing a Bayek sequel. Now I know they probably never were, but Bayek is a great character, and if anybody in the franchise deserves a sequel, he deserves it the most. But I won't go on and on about my concerns, because you know what this is. This concept art probably means absolutely nothing. That being said though, it does remind you of how cool an Assassin's Creed in feudal Japan would have been, or could be, you never know. It doesn't even say anything about them not going there, all it is just a couple of paintings. So to me it says absolutely nothing. It doesn't confirm an Assassin's Creed game in the future, it doesn't confirm that they're not going to go to Japan, it doesn't even tell me anything about whether or not they're going to do a Bayek sequel. All it is some concept art that I think hit the cutting room floor and they're just throwing away the idea for now. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to go to Japan in Assassin's Creed, but I would like to see at least a sequel with Bayek first. What I'm trying to say here is I'm not ready for Japan to be in Assassin's Creed, so I'm not too fussed by this, whatever it means. But to wrap this video up in every way possible, this artwork means absolutely nothing, most likely. So there you have it everybody, thank you all for watching this video, I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share, let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll link all my sources in the description if you want to go check it out for yourself, and I'll see you all very soon in another video at some point.